Okay, I'm gonna answer some questions and stuff. So I've got some questions from a bunch of various anons, and I'm gonna answer those first. So we've got, which do you prefer, dubbed or subbed shows? I tend to like subs better. I like hearing the inflection and how it sounded in the original language, even though I don't speak a lick of anything but Spanish or English. What is the most surreal show you've ever watched? Probably some episodes of Adventure Time. Even a couple of SpongeBob get really weird. What's your opinion on butts? I like them. I especially like them when they're attached to cool people. Do you have any favorite outfits? Yeah, a couple. I'm not really wearing anything special now, though. What is your preferred snack food? Right now, sunflower seeds, in the shell, roasted and salted. I don't understand people who don't like to crack open the sunflower shells. I really don't. What sort of video games do you like? On the one hand, I really like really open sandbox games, which is why I like Minecraft and The Sims so much. On the other hand, I like really puzzle-based games like Portal and Portal 2, and then I also like role-playing sort of adventure games that are really linear like Pokemon, so my tastes are kind of all over the place. Have you ever thought of making your own game, like something in the same sort of vein as Off? I have, but I haven't come up with a storyline, and I've tried to go into projects without storylines before, and it doesn't work. So if I ever come up with a storyline, then I probably will, because that sounds really fun. And then we've got, what was the first video game you ever played? Aside from some, like, little kid learning video games, the first video game I remember playing was Pokemon Yellow. I was in Memphis for a wedding for one of my mom's friends, and they took us to a used video game store because I was bored out of my mind, and I was like 8 years old. So I got a used Game Boy Advance, you know, the kind that were shaped like this and they didn't have a backlight. So I got one of those, and I got Pokemon Yellow, and I didn't really know how to play it because I didn't understand switching out your starter for the other Pokemon in your team. So I had like an incredibly overleveled Pikachu, and everything else was like shit. And then I tried to use the Pikachu against anything, and I died so much, so I got really frustrated and I stopped playing. If you had access to a TARDIS for one day, where or when would you go? That's a really hard question. I think that going to someplace like Chicago during the 1920s would be really interesting, especially considering the 1920s are my favorite era of history, which explains why I like The Great Gatsby so much. Yeah, that would probably be where I would go. Either that or some of the feminism protests that happened 1970s-ish, just because I think that that would be really interesting to participate in. Do you like being carried on people's backs? Only if I can trust that they're not going to drop me, and there's somebody that I like. Like if someone random or someone that I don't like comes up and picks me up, I'm like, no, fuck, stop, Jesus. Okay, Lefty Baker asked, hi Nate. Nate, hi, I love you. I don't know, I just kind of want to hear you say hi. I'm an idiot. Oh, you're so cute, oh my gosh. Lefty is this really cute person and role player who I play Minecraft with. You should go follow them. Let's see here. Coversons with Rhythms asked, what is your dream or perfect Pokemon team? This question is of the utmost importance. It is very important. I'd say something like Swampert, Alakazam, Infernape, Zoroark, Umbreon, and Espeon. I know that's a little heavy on Psychic, but considering Psychic and Dark are my favorite types, I think that would be really, really fun. Fun fact, with playing a Pokemon Ruby cartridge back and forth between my mom and I once had a level 100 Swampert. That cartridge is around here somewhere, and I know I haven't saved over it, but I don't know where the cartridge is. And then, way the heck back when, an anon asked me to babble about something that I like, or, you know, something fictional. So I'm gonna babble about Karkat. When I first started reading some of Karkat's Pestrologs, back when we only knew him as Corsano Geneticist, he was sort of off-putting, as I think he was supposed to be. I was like, what the fuck is this asshole doing? Holy shit, I don't like this guy. But then I got to know his character, you know, when you got into Act 5, Act 1, and stuff like that. I really started to like him because I realized that the way he puts himself out to the world isn't the way that he really is. And I don't know, I have a tendency to like those sort of characters. It's a lot of why I like Bolin so much, which is a babble for a different day. But Karkat is especially interesting because he cares a lot, I think, but he has a lot of difficulty showing it. And, you know, he's very aggressive, but I don't think in a lot of cases he means to hurt people. I mean, I definitely think that he means to hurt people who hurt the people he loves because he's very protective of people, but I don't think he is needlessly aggressive, if you get what I'm saying. Alright, so that's about it. I'm probably going to be doing these relatively often, so watch your dash. That's about it. Bye, guys.